Do you love to cook and bake? Why not have the kitchen of your dreams and stock up with Pampered Chef this season? From kitchen shears to measuring cups or stainless steel cookware, Pampered Chef has all of your kitchen essentials and accessories to help you cook with ease and comfort. Prepare meals for friends or the whole family? Interested in learning more or hosting a party? Reach out to Teresa on Facebook by searching Cooking with Teresa or visit her website, www.pamperedchef.com/PWS/TRogers5. Looking for something sweet to brighten your day? Stop by Dessert First Bakery in downtown Tuscola, located at 117 West Sales Street. From warm, fresh-baked morning muffins to delightful afternoon cookies and macaroons, there's always something delicious waiting for you. Owned by Samantha Baird, this beautiful new bakery in downtown Tuscola is bringing all of the feel of Urban City Bakery with the small-town atmosphere. Whether you're treating yourself or grabbing something to share, Dessert First has a flavor for every craving. They're open Thursday through Sunday from 9 to 2, so swing in, indulge a little, and remember, at Dessert First Bakery, dessert isn't just a treat, it's a priority. Stop by and see them at Sam's brand new storefront.
Stand by for the next episode of Duty Calls and BS Falls, coming to you right from the Duty Calls BS Falls studios. Hey everybody, this is Kirk Rogers. Welcome to the second episode of Duty Calls and BS Falls. As always, I've got my buddies with me. I got Jerrod, I got Jordon, my sidekicks, my main guys, my main squeezes. They're here with me and we're going to talk tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about some things that have been happening in the world, and we want to talk about the arrest mission that happened in Venezuela last week. First of all, kudos to our president, kudos to our military. What a flawless operation to go in and get this guy with no casualties. Mm-hmm. Now, I realize there may have been some casualties on the other end, but there was no American casualties. And I'm sorry and feel bad for the families of those that may have been injured, but stuff like that happens when you do a mission like this. Anyway, my gears are grinding because of the reactions of the liberals and the Democrats. I'm going to call them liberals and not Democrats because these people on the left side today are completely different than what a Democrat was when I grew up. When I grew up, a Democrat was a person that had different ideas than the liberals that we have today. The liberals we have today have crazy ideas and they're mean. They're just mean people, and they try to be the people for the people, but really they're not. They're just mean, and I don't like that. But back to the task at hand, let's talk about Venezuela. They went in and took out a dictator who was a man who ran a country, who took that over and stole it and took it and ran a country. And the big picture is, look how happy the Venezuelan people are that this happened and this man was removed from office or taken out of the country and arrested. And I don't know why anybody's complaining, because this reward that was for this guy was a reward that was put in place a year ago by Joe Biden. So Donald Trump just did the job that nobody else would do. And there's more there that have warrants on them to be arrested. And I assume they'll come up with plans to go get them too. What do you guys think?
Go ahead. We're twins. We do that a lot. I agree with you. I think it's just about not tolerating what's wrong, and that's what our president did. And we went in and we got somebody who's a dictator. We'll just call him a dictator. That's what he is. He was voted out of office and he refused to leave. And so I just think it's about what's right and what's wrong, and he was the definition of wrong. And so we took it upon ourselves to go take him out of his office and bring him back to the U.S. on charges of narco-terrorism. And, I think there's more to it than that. It's about, I was watching a guy called Glenn Beck. Have you heard of him?
Glenn Beck, sure.
Yep. I was watching Glenn Beck today, and, he was talking about Venezuela and how, there's I'm going to quote him, 303 billion barrels of oil that come from Venezuela. But Jerrod and I were talking about this yesterday. He mentioned the gas prices, and gas prices are coming down right now. And so we don't need their oil. It's not about oil for us, but he was talking about how this is this has more to do with power and then
narco-terrorism.
Yeah, narco-terrorism. And like again, we don't need the oil, but China buys 60 to 80% of the oil from Venezuela. And so by us, taking this guy and taking him out of office, it's really just going to limit what they can do. It's going to limit their power and what they can do with the oil. And it's just really an America First move is what he was talking about.
Exactly. And the one thing everybody's forgetting, this guy is a cartel major drug pusher.
Yeah.
And all that dope was coming into our country and people are dying from it. But yet the liberals.
Back in the 90s.
Yes.
It started back in the 90s.
Yeah, it started years ago. But the liberals they act like they don't care about our citizens dying from drug overdoses and the drugs that this guy's bringing in. They're more concerned about the fact that we went and got him. That's what they're upset about. And it's just unbelievable to me that they would do that.
It's pretty crazy.
I
think it goes deeper than just drugs too. Obviously that's a huge issue.
Yeah.
It's a major point. Obviously he was taken on the counts of narco-terrorism and all these other, drug charges and which, like I said, date back to the 90s, but I think it's deeper than that too. I think we're going to learn more as time goes on.
Yeah.
I think it goes deeper than drugs. We'll see how it kind of plays out, but I think my biggest thing with people getting upset about this is like people are getting upset before they even have the facts. They don't know everything, but yet they're quick to just jump to it because, like you said, because it was Trump. And it's like, let's not get upset before we have all the facts here. Like I said, it goes much deeper. What's the surface value right now? So
yeah, I think just people are quick to form opinions based on the person rather than the situation itself.
Right,
and that's not fair at all. Again, it's about standing for what's right versus what's wrong.
Well, two things on the liberal side, too. They let their hatred for Donald Trump, our president, our elected president, they let their hatred for him overrule any common sense, right, wrong thoughts that they have, their hatred for him. The other thing is, too, you got to remember, guys, it's all political, too. This is election year. Yeah. They want that Congress back. They want that stuff back. And if they would happen to get that back, God forbid, because it's just going to be a mess because they're just going to try to impeach him all the time. All the good things and the progress that he's making and the way things are going, it's just going to stop. So people need to think about that when they go to the polls. One other thing I'm thinking about, too, here that I heard on the news is Maduro was responsible for pushing MS-13 into our country to do the stuff that MS-13 did. So
I had also seen that.
So, and obviously his wife's just as guilty as him or his girlfriend, whatever she is.
And his son.
So, and I think they have a couple of more warrants on their military leader and some other people. I don't know. But I don't know about you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. It
was. Like you said, it was they executed it flawlessly. There was no American casualties. Obviously there's casualties on the other side, but that's just part of it, unfortunately. He's a bad guy and I want to go back to really quickly what I was saying about it goes deeper than drugs because my thing is there's a lot of drugs in this country and they don't all come from Venezuela. There's a lot of other very influential leaders from other countries that we have dealings with that are very close to us. And, we haven't seen major arrests from their, political leaders. So like I said, it goes deeper. I don't know what that looks like yet. The thing is, nobody knows. Nobody knows what that looks like. I think the liberals, they don't know what that looks like. They don't even know. But like I said, they're very quick to form an opinion because of their hatred. But they don't even know what's going on. Everybody acts like they know everything. I don't know everything. And none of us sitting here knows everything about what's going on in the situation. But we do have some facts here.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what Glenn Beck, I was trying to say earlier, China buys so much oil from Venezuela, and they also buy oil from Iran. And so, like, China's a major superpower in today's world. And so, again, like, we're just kind of putting dots together right now. We don't know the facts of everything going on, but I think it's really about, again, what Glenn Beck said. It's America first move. It's about gaining power back and just controlling those major exports in today's world, and
China and Russia.
Yeah, right.
Both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And Iran. And so, like you said, we don't know the facts about everything yet going on, but it's deeper than drugs. But I also saw, there's a small island in Venezuela as well, and he was also talking today about how their military is being trained, and how they're like very closely linked with the cartel down there. And so it does have a lot to do with narcoterrorism, and that's a legitimate charge to be charged with. And I think that's the reason that he was winning and extracted, but there's more to it for sure.
Sure there is.
Donald Trump's not dumb. He's a smart man.
Yes, he is. He is a very smart man. And I was thinking back in my lifetime of all the times that a president has used their power as a commander-in-chief to do something military.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes, my history, you guys know my history. I know I've said before on here I'm retired but I'm a retired police officer. I was a police officer. I was a career police officer for between 29 and 30 years, and I've seen things, I've been involved. And anyway, I think I have a little bit of credibility in what I'm talking about. But over my lifetime, I can think of the times that the president used his power as a commander-in-chief to do things without congressional approval, and nobody blew their brains out about it. Back in the 60s, when Lyndon Johnson was president, he was bombing in the Gulf of Tonkin before the Congress ever gave him approval to start a war in Vietnam. He bombed there. Richard Nixon was bombing in Laos and Cambodia and had no approval to do that. President Reagan went into Grenada and on a military action in the early 80s. I think they were having like a civil war or something, but there was American students there, and so he sent the Marines in to go get them out. George Bush the first, the carbon copy, he went into Panama to get Noriega because Noriega was dealing drugs and everything else. They went in, did an operation in Panama. The only difference is they didn't get him extracted. He went and hid in a church or something, then he turned himself in and gave up. But Bill Clinton, let's talk about Bill Clinton. He had about 3 actions, but the one that sticks in my mind the most is that he bombed Kosovo for 78 days. He bombed Kosovo and did not have any congressional approval. None. Obama, he did things. Bush the second, he did things. They've all done things. Yeah. But because it's Donald Trump, they're blowing their brains out over it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I know that the man can say things sometimes and you think, boy, but he is who he is. Mm-hmm. And I believe that he genuinely loves the country. I believe that he loves his family. I believe he loves his grandkids. I believe that even though he's a billionaire and the president, he's no different than we are.
Right.
There's things that we believe in that people probably think that we're assholes.
Yeah. I think in my lifetime, and I've only been alive for 33 years, so I don't have a lot of history to say this, but I think out of all the presidents that I've been alive for, in my experience, he's the one that's most for the people, in the country as a whole. He wants this country to succeed. He wants this country to be strong, and I see it. I see what he's doing.
I do too, and I believe them when they say that things are really going to thrive in 2026.
Yep.
And I believe it's all attributed to the laws that he's passed with the big, beautiful bill. I think things are really going to thrive. But we're kind of getting off topic of the Venezuela deal. But I appreciate what you guys are saying. I'm a baby boomer, and a lot of the younger generations just dismiss me as a baby boomer, but I've got you guys here. So you bring the quality to the younger generation.
We're millennials, right?
Yeah. Are you millennials?
We're
millennials.
We're
Are you millennials?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you bring some credibility to what we're saying.
Young
so
pups,
all
young
the
pups.
other guys, they'll just say that you guys hang around with the boomer too much or something. That's what's happening. So
that's good.
Anyway, I should have worn that. I've got a t-shirt that says I'm a boomer, don't mess with me or something like that. I don't remember what it is. But I think it's all good. I think it's all a win-win. I hope they keep doing it and getting more because I like the signal and the message that we sent to the rest of the world is what I like. That was a powerful message to China, to Russia, to everybody else. Hey, look at us and look what we can do. I think that was a big, powerful message. What do you guys think?
No,
about that?
I agree. Don't cross the U.S. I mean, this is the consequence. You know, if you do something stupid like this, you can cross this. This is what you get. So.
But I mean, I like the message.
Did you see where he was saying, "Come get me. This is where I'll be." Did you see the video?
I did. Yeah. You know, they've talked about the Colombian leader saying, well, and the Cuban leader saying, I just sit there and shake my head. And it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do after that 15 minutes is over? You know, what are you going to do in Cuba? Chase us out of town in your old 57 Chevys with the old Caterpillar diesel motors in them? What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's unbelievable the way they do. It's terrible. And I just think everybody should get behind the policies and the message that he's sending. You don't have to like him, but he is the president of the United States.
That's what I was going to say.
That's it. You don't have to like him. I mean, gosh dang, we've got a sheriff right now. I can't stand him, but he's still the sheriff. You know.
You know, it's like you said, you don't have to like the guy, but look at even if you just look at who Maduro is. Look at what he's done. Look how bad of a guy he is. And you think what Trump just did is
look
bad?
At the people of Venezuela and how they're reacting to this.
Even if the liberals came and said, you know, that's one small group. They're making it look like, you know, this massive group. Just throw that completely. Throw that out. Just completely. That way, it's not even an argument. There. Look at who Maduro is. Look at what he's done, and all the drugs he's pushed into this country. You tell me right now to my face that you think what we just did was a bad thing. Tell me that Maduro is a good guy.
Well, and with all the drugs, that's just them saying, "Oh, it's okay if he does that and our people die." I mean, they're saying it's okay, and it's okay because we don't like you, Trump.
That's sad.
You know, it's stupid. It's just
throw
stupid.
It out the window. Throw it out the window.
It's just stupid, is what it is.
You don't have to like things. You know, that's the thing. I don't think. I can't speak for you guys, but there's things that Trump's done, and I'm like, what's he doing there? I don't agree with that. You don't have to agree with every single thing the guy does. But you can't tell me you disagree with what just happened.
Exactly.
For the American people. Come
on. But there's those out there that would. I mean, he could go up and give them $10 million in a reach around, and they think that he was terrible for doing it. You know what I'm saying? They would.
It's true.
They think that. They really would.
Exactly.
So what else is going on in your world that you want to talk about? Did you see what happened in Minnesota today?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
sure did. I don't have a lot of context on it, but I did see it.
Well, I watched the press release with the Secretary Nome, and you know, I saw the video. What it was, she went toward the guy, and the guy protected himself and pulled his weapon and shot. I mean, 2 nights ago, in East St. Louis, a similar situation happened with the state police. They had a stolen car. They cornered the gal in a parking lot, I don't know, someplace in East St. Louis. They went ordering her out of the car. She refused. She put it in gear. She went and was going to ram the trooper. Trooper pulled his weapon and shot and killed her. Pretty much the same deal.
Self-defense.
In all my years of experience, a car can be a weapon. It's a weaponized vehicle. And you can be killed with that, and you have the right to defend yourself if you feel that you're going to receive death or great bodily harm, or somebody else is. You got the right to do that. They're going to spin it, make it what it was. I just hope that it doesn't get crazy up there and they do all this rioting and stuff. But I think that it'll get shut down pretty quick if they try.
That's my main concern too. Is just the unrest that comes with this. You know, it's just
if you were Tim Walz, in light of everything that's going on up in Minnesota, wouldn't you just be trying to kind of lay low and like, you know what, I'm going to do my last year and I'm going to get out of here and just not do anything? But I don't think a guy like that can do that.
Good old Tim.
No, good old Tim. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can. So, well, as you guys know, I got some personal stuff going on with family right now. And the only other thought I've got on that is and then we'll get this thing wrapped up. We'll finish up with some thoughts is, you know what just kills me?
What's that?
It kills me that in this state and in the country, but mostly in this state since we live here, that they will give money free money to illegal aliens to go to college for free. They will give illegal aliens free money to have health care insurance and to buy groceries and to live in this with no payback, no expectations, no nothing. But if an elderly person in this fucking state needs to go to a nursing home and doesn't have a lot and needs help, they're going to take every goddamn thing you got to put you there. That's what pisses me off. It's not right. It's not fair. And it's bullshit.
We've all seen it firsthand.
Yep.
What they take from you.
Yep.
It's bullshit.
It is.
Our family's going through it too, and it sucks. You pay your whole life, and this is how, you know, I mean, you're paying, you're a taxpayer your whole life.
Exactly.
And then because you have assets, they're going to take all of it. They're just going to drain you to nothing.
Well, yeah, even if you don't have assets, they're going to take, say all you have is a Social Security check. They're going to take it.
Yeah.
Here's your $30. Go try and get your hair done or something.
They're giving illegal aliens money. They're giving them money.
Exactly. They're giving them money. They're handing them money. They're giving them insurance. Yeah. I know what it costs for you guys to go to school when you went. I know what it cost for my daughter to go to school when she went. And then they just give these guys free money to go in. And hell, some of them probably have to go in and learn how to speak English. But it just pisses me off, the good people, and you worked hard all your life and you don't have a lot, but you got a little bit. But if you have to go to a nursing home and don't have the means, then they're just going to rob it and take everything from you. That just pisses me off. So
yes, it's sad.
And you guys, you're right. You guys are going through it too.
Oh, yeah.
So, and your situation is probably worse than the one I'm talking about. So anyway,
it's all bad.
Yeah, it's all bad.
It's all bad.
But I guess there's different degrees of what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
it shouldn't be American people last.
No,
but
it shouldn't. It shouldn't. How's things going for your wife and her new business?
Good. Sam's Bakery's going really well. Hey, County Chronicle. Sam made the front page, I guess.
Did she?
So you'll have to go check that out.
Big time.
It was like from home kitchen to Main Street or something like that. So that's cool. That's a good picture of her. So she's in the kitchen baking, and
you need to cut it out and frame it.
Yeah, we had a good little interview. What was that? Last weekend or something?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. They came in and interviewed us. It was good. So her bakery's going good. Open tomorrow morning and be open through Sunday. So back to normal hours.
I'm sure that the producer will throw another good commercial in here on the podcast for. So.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad we started this. I'm glad we got it going. I talked about it for a while. I'm glad we finally have it going because it's really taken off well. I've had a lot of fantastic feedback from it.
That's good.
And that's another thing. Questions or
recommendations.
Topics or recommendations are always welcome.
Good idea. Yep, topic and recommendations are always welcome. Shoot us an email. There's I think I'm asking. I've got my technical person sitting out here. Isn't there an email address posted on the Facebook page? Okay, you can follow us on Facebook. BS. Well, wait a minute. Duty calls BS falls. I got it backwards. That's a little bit of whatever. But anyway,
little dyslexic.
There you go. You can go follow the Facebook page and like it. You can tell us there, put us a message there. There's a link. There's a link to an email address there. You can send us an email. If you got a complaint, send us an email. We'll listen to your complaint. We'll come on and have a special podcast, and we will answer viewer mail. Yeah. So if there's any viewer mail, send it to us. Yeah. We'll come on and talk about it.
Yeah.
Heck fire. Heck yeah. That's what we're about.
It's always welcome, man.
But, if there's something that you want to see us delve into or get into, or if you're somebody that's got something to say, let us know. We'll have you on here.
That's the American way, man.
That's the American way.
You can cuss.
Exactly. And you can cuss on here too. Yep. But we've got open mics here. So, it's like karaoke. If anybody wants to sing, you can get up and sing. So if you have a topic you'd like to come on and talk about, shoot us an email. We'll look at it and we'll bring you in and just let you have a forum. So anyway, but the first one went really well. And we were struggling through a couple of little technical issues, but we got those taken out. And as you can see, since last time, we dressed up the studio a little bit, got us a banner, got us a sign right here. And this sign This sign came from Ukraine. A man from Ukraine made this sign. So he put his rifle down and made that sign, and then he went back.
Back to
priorities.
work,
Yeah, priorities.
Can you quit fighting so you can?
Hey, can you stop fighting for 10 minutes so you can make this sign for me? So anyway, have you got anything else, guys?
No, I think that's it. We covered it all.
Yep.
Okay,
Just,
well,
I think the main message is stand for what's right.
yeah, exactly. Stand for what's right, and just because you don't like somebody,
That's right.
you should. Well, I don't know how I want to put this. You should respect the position they hold.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's what I think that's the best way to put it. You may not like them, but you respect the position they hold.
Yep.
And you don't have to respect the person, but you respect the position they hold.
Yep.
And know that I believe in my heart that he truly tries to do what's right and what's best for the American people. The guy before him, he had everybody else trying to do what they wanted to do for everybody but us.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that's the way it goes. And as you hear again, I hear the watchdogs upstairs. That's the Duty Calls BS Falls Canine Patrol. Up above the basement studios here. They're up there patrolling and making sure that we're all safe. So, all right. Well, that being said, I think we'll sign off. I'll kind of give you a heads up of what's coming. In the next week or two, we'll record another podcast with 4 beautiful ladies in the area and let them showcase and spotlight their personal businesses. And I think you'll all enjoy that. It's everything from eating to cooking to traveling to selling your shit. So it's on it. And on that one, we'll be remote. We're going to be remote in Tuscola at the Dessert First Bakery Shop. We're going to do our first remote podcast, and we'll see how that works. So
looking forward to it. That in February, we've got a man coming in that's a Republican candidate for sheriff. And we're going to talk to him for a while. And then in March, we're just going to have a whole potpourri of shit we're going to talk about. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And these guys are going to say,
Hasta la vista.
And he's going to say,
Hasta luego.
There you go. I used to work with a guy that said hasta la vagina. So anyway, whatever. But that being said, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Duty Calls BS Falls.
This episode of Duty Calls BS Falls is brought to you by Within Your Reach Marketing, located in Arthur, Illinois. Lexi Taylor and her team bring a variety of marketing services to small and medium businesses located in Illinois, including social media management, website creation, print media, and marketing consulting. Are you a small business looking for change in 2026? Give Lexi and her team a shout out on Facebook, Instagram, or their website, withinyourreachmktg.com. From Chicago to Cairo, Within Your Reach Marketing is here to help the small business owners who aren't sure where to start and help their dreams grow. Duty Calls BS Falls can highlight your business. We are looking for small businesses that are interested in being featured as a sponsor in our podcast. If you're a friend of the show or the host, family member, or just interested in being featured here to get the word out about your business, send an email to dutycallsbsfalls@gmail.com with your inquiry and business description. We'll get back to you with additional details. Note, Duty Calls BS Falls is a political and opinion-based podcast located in Douglas County, Illinois.